Hello and good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whenever you're watching this. I'm MFPallytime, you're you. Welcome back to the Nexus. I've been playing a lot of Blaze lately. And by a lot, I mean he's like level 7, but for me, that's pretty good. Pretty good. New hero. You know, I still have Junkrat way down here. Still have not played Alexstrasza because everyone I play with plays Alexstrasza, but I digress. We're going to be taking another look at Blaze today. He has received a buff since the last video. What is that buff? You may be asking. That's a great question, and I closed the page to tell you what the buff was. The bunker, that of course we started using in the last video, got a pretty, you know, it's an okay health buff. It's a little bit more tanky now. The incinerator gauntlets at level 7 deal 20% more bonus damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters. Might actually be worth taking now. Crossfire damage was increased, and Grill and Krill damage was reduced, so this was nerfed slightly. At level 13, Suppressive Fire does reduce more spell power. It used to be a maximum of 30%, now it's a maximum of 40%. Nanomachine coating, enemies standing in oils, and ignited oil spills have their attack speed reduced by 40%. It didn't used to affect people that were on fire. They had to just be in oil. Now it's people in the oil and on fire. So some decent quality of life changes. And because of all of these, I actually wanted to go back and revisit an earlier build that we did for Blaze, kind of focusing on his attack speed. The idea that, okay, before we move on, the last build we did is still pretty good. It's still really good, and I've been playing the build from the last video over the course of the past week to great success. But I do want to try going back to the Adrenaline Stim Pack, getting the Oil Spill Slow and Ignited Incinerator Gauntlets, and using our Q mostly for just reducing enemy damage. Now, Fuel Leak is fantastic, and I do think I am going to miss that. But I've been talking about talents for a long time. Let's just go ahead and get into the game and see how it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Volskaya Foundry today. We are going to go for the Adrenaline Stim Pack. Activate to gain 100% attack speed and 25% move speed for 5 seconds. For those of you that have been following my personal life, my hands have been falling asleep while I've been at the keyboard. I thought it was carpal tunnel, which is an impingement of the nerves in your hands, because my hands were falling asleep. But it turns out it's an impingement of my nerves in my elbows. I did go ahead and get an ergonomic keyboard. I got a vertical mouse, which is much more ergonomic. This is I'm still technically on my first 24 hours of using it. So if we get some misclicks today, it's because I got a brand new setup and I'm still trying to figure everything out. If you've never seen Blaze before, his W ability is what we're going to be spamming a lot. And I will say that Blaze without cooldown reduction does feel a little weird because you can't have your W out all the time. This is Oil Spill, and it simply puts a slow down on the ground, and then we can ignite that oil spill with our Q ability, which is the Flame Stream. The oil spill slows by, I believe, 40%, so you can throw this out behind your enemies and not ignite it, or... Oh, got a lot of deaths in the middle. Or throw it out and ignite it to clear minion waves. And interesting enough, heal your character. If we stand in this, we are going to be healed up pretty rapidly, actually. Not even slowly. Still losing a lot of people in the middle lane to a fight that doesn't matter. Hey, good. Hey, team. Let's soak. And give them a little heart so they know that we're not judging, right? Let's just soak some XP. Let's do the easy thing. Granted, I mean, I'm getting a decent amount of soak down here. Time to leave though, goodbye. Now, there is a really good talent later on that allows us to leave oil down in our way because we're running away. I don't think we're gonna be picking that up today. We talked about this in the beginning. It's called Fuel Leak. It's good for a variety of reasons. It gains the bonuses of your other oil talents, but also allows you to basically just sidestep anything that's going on around you and get a clean getaway almost every time. The enemy team does appear to be rotating. Our team appears to not be, which is totally fine. As long as we're getting XP and we're winning that trade and no one else dies, then we're all right. Diablo is rotating down to me from what I can tell from the mini-map. So we're just going to clear this out really quickly. I'm not too interested in overextending Actually, we could probably trade a little bit. The team is dying a lot, but you know what? That happens. It happens sometimes. We are going to go for adhesive petroleum here. Oil spills will continue to slow if they are ignited. Now, normally the slow goes away when the fire gets lit. We're kind of getting the best of both worlds, where we can continue to ignite our oil basically whenever we want to, but also slow down enemies, I think by 20% if they do step in that oil. They are tryhards. Well, I mean, shouldn't we be tryhards too? That doesn't make sense. I've never understood that insult. Ah, you're a bunch of tryhards. Yeah, well, you're upset because you're losing. What? Okay, anyway. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Some memories coming back from some old streaming days. I'm going to push the lane in one more time. At least get it in tower range and then go join my team. I can take this conveyor belt and be up there pretty quickly. It does look like we are outnumbered here, however, so I'm not going to be taking the conveyor belt. Hopefully we don't get any deaths here either. Definitely need to wait for the whole team to kind of get here if we want to go in. Genji is engaging right now. Let's put some oil down on these guys, but he is going to be taken down. I mean, he was in the middle of 5 people. 5 mid. Hello. Some good talking going on right now. Let's go in for a stun here, boys. Go ahead and pop our trait as well. This is a damage reduction as well as AoE around us. It deals a little bit of fire damage around us. Just trying to beat these guys up a little bit. Doesn't look like we're being too successful here, but we'll go ahead and put some fire down in the middle lane before I leave. Now, what I really enjoy about Blaze is just how self-sufficient he is. He's able to stay alive through just about everything without the use of a healer, which is really nice. He is pretty efficient in the solo lane as well. He can farm XP no problem. He can clear waves no problem. And I imagine our ability to clear waves is only going to get better once we hit level 7. Don't worry, team. We're not that far behind. Objective. Ugh, God, new keyboard is bad. Anyway. They already killed it. No harm done. No harm done. Incinerator gauntlets increase the damage that our auto attacks deal, so theoretically we can clear these lanes out even faster. Look at that. The enemy team isn't even soaking right now. You know what I'm doing? Fucking soaking, because no one else is. No one else at all. Hey, KT. He should be careful, actually. If he was a step further away from his walls, I think I could have killed him there. So whenever we put the oil down, we want to be in it because it helps us stay alive. We also want to be bullying our opponent away from these regen globes as much as humanly possible and taking his regen globes. Now, if he wanted to get that, he would have to push forward through fire in order to get it. So far, we are #1 in Siege and #1 in XP Soaked. This has been my experience in just about every game I've played on Blaze, simply because people in Quick Match don't prioritize the right things in the early game, like soaking. Prime example here today. Like I said, I mean, I could be a lot more aggressive here and just dive in and pop all my cooldowns and do stuff like this, but there's a time and a place. And that time and place is when Genji's coming down to help your lane. Now that we cleared that out and they won't be getting XP here, we can rotate up and try to do something. Go ahead, pop our trait, slow these guys down as they're walking away. I'm going to be pushed into some walls, but I'm not too worried about that. We can put more oil down in front of them to slow them down further, but we didn't quite have the damage follow-up for it. Vala a little out of mana. No big deal. Let's just rotate back down and keep on soaking. So, I'm really used to hitting my Q on my stuff. I guess I can stop doing that. Like I said, I have not been doing this build. I haven't been running this build. But originally, when we took a look at the character, I was running very similar talents to what you see here. So I thought it'd be fun to go back and take a look at these talents again. Now that the kind of meta build for Blaze has been found, we could still have some fun and see if these buffs can actually shift that meta at all, right? The next objective will be coming up relatively soon. With the use of our Adrenaline Stim Pack, we can actually jungle relatively well, so I'll go ahead and get this turret ready for the next objective. We did go for the bunker drop, however, I'm not willing to give that up. I love the bunker drop too much. It's so much armor, it's so much protection, and all you have to do is put it down, right? All you have to do is hit R. Unfortunately, the friendly team is being killed at the moment. It looks like this fight is continuing. We can rotate up. I hope it's kind of over though. Here, I'll just go in for a stun here. We can just slow down Diablo and try to stop him from leaving. Body block him with a bunker as well. Keep him in this base and hopefully take him down. We'll go ahead and turn on our trait and follow after him a little bit more. So these two guys down, pop our adrenaline stim packs and continue the push. Hey, you know what? After that Sunder, I think I'll leave. We can slow them down though, just in case they were planning on chasing after Lily, that oil in the middle of the lane. Even though it's not the biggest slow, it still does a pretty good job. Nice engage here on KT. I'm gonna follow up with a stun and we are going to take him down. Now focusing Brightwing as we're moving forward. She is actually going to blink heal out of there. But it took a while, but we actually came out on top there, I think. No, we still had Wear Deaths. I take it back. Rotating middle really quick. We'll just put some oil down, auto attack one time, heal up in the oil, and get on the objective. Diablo is on here already. Let's go ahead and try to stun both of these guys as they are moving in. We'll just drop the bunker, move out of the bunker, and put the turret down on the other side. Accidentally used my trait as well, but you know what? I'm pretty okay with that accident. My allies here are using the bunker for, like, the DPS of it. That's not what you want to use the bunker for, so I'll make sure they know that. Use the bunker to get 25 armor. That's it. Once you get the 25 armor, you jump out of the bunker. The bunker is now meaningless. The bunker has served its purpose. You have armor. Here, let's try to peel this Thrall off. I wasn't quite able to. The stun is going to connect, but I'm going to have to leave. Let's grab this globe. Heal up. And then we are going to go for suppressive fire, which reduces the spell power of these enemies. Looks like they're getting this objective too. I'm just going to go back. So just jump in the bunker and get armor. Then hop back out. Typing on an ergonomic keyboard when you're not used to it's really hard. Really, really hard. All right, so we're full health. Johanna's respawning right about now. We might be able to move back in here, but if we're going to, we need to contest it right away. I have the bunker ready once again. I'm just, once again, contesting this, so it goes into overtime at 99%. Now, I cannot move off of this point, or they get it if Thrall is still here. But we have a lot of tools in our disposal to keep ourselves away from Thrall. It does look, however, that the team is, they're not doing too well here. Let's go ahead and pop our trait, get out of the bunker, see if we, oh, I'm being body blocked on all sides, boys. I lit a little bit of fire there and I'm gonna have to leave. I'm actually gonna pop my adrenaline speed boost just to get out of there a little bit faster as well. We can lay down some oil and maybe push this back. You know, I don't feel like our team fight's that bad. I just kind of feel like we're all going in different ways, you know what I'm saying? Just all attacking a little bit different targets at a little bit different times. Which is, I mean, not ideal. Alright, I'm gonna push bottom in. They are all top. I'm aware of that. But they're only gonna get a fort if our team defends well. And I might be able to get 2 forts here if I split up and push middle lane as well. I don't know. They might be going a little bit further. Here, I'll pop my adrenaline. Try to burn this down as fast as possible. Let's see. Is everyone still up there? They are. The thing's almost dead. Do we go back? I think we go back. Fuck. I was really hoping for a better outcome there. Alright, I'm coming. I was trying to be optimistic. Alright, we got middle at least. Alright, coming in. We lost our Vala. Our Lily's dead as well. They still have a little bit of that objective left. I don't think we should be walking in here at all. I don't think we should be walking in even a little bit. I mean, we might be able to take this camp if we're really feeling gutsy. So leave 4v5, why? Because I thought you guys could defend and I could help get 16. I mean, pretty basic ideas, I feel like. I mean, I don't feel like it's that outlandish. Alright. Push top in. Maybe we can test the heal for the next team fight. Since sustain has kind of been an issue on our side. Maybe we get a little bit here. We could try anyway. I'll scout it out just a little bit. Go ahead and pop our adrenaline thing. Try to burn this down as fast as possible. We are level 16, which means that I can pick up the thermal projection. Is it protection or projection? Protection! Which means if I dive in and hit multiple people with my E, which isn't that hard to do, we could stun them, get more armor, and then stun them again. Because it reduces the cooldown. All those things I just said are things that I'm a fan of. We are outnumbered here. But, I mean, that's a pretty easy stun, right? We can bunker right here and potentially keep these guys from leaving. Putting more oil down. Igniting my trait. We're going to charge in once more. That time hitting Diablo on accident, but I'm pretty okay with that. Now we're on Gul'dan. Let's try to heal up our Genji. I believe I did get the heal off. Now he jumped out of the way. Yo, I tried. That's not on me. I tried. Let's try to just body block this Diablo. Slow him down as he's moving forward once again. He's moving me in position to body block. Thank you so much. And all of a sudden, our team's looking like we can win a team fight here. Now, I need to make sure I'm standing in my heal. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So we dove forward and put some oil down on the ground. And can we really not kill him? All right, I'll drop the bunker just in case you guys need it. Okay, my first warning about the bunker went unused. Only use the bunker to get armor. That's all it's there for. That's all it's there for. All right, boys. All right, let's focus this down. Good job. Let's keep this salty Vala happy and tell her that we did something good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, boys. All right, I got my armor. Let's pop our trait. Get our movement speed, too. I'm going all in here. Gonna try to slow these guys down a little bit more. Lowering their damage with my Q ability. Stunning one more time. Looks like he's stunned, too. We'll just go ahead and hit him with the Q. Now, we know Brightwing's gonna teleport this way, so I'm not even gonna bother going back. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Now we're set up perfectly for the objective. Good job. Good job. I'm gonna go get mana real quick, though. Hopefully they jump on that. Vala is being chased down in the middle lane. Is she going to die? Nope. Looks like she'll get out. No problemo. I kind of want to get one of the turrets here just to help us fortify this a little bit more. Group, please. Group up, Vala. You have fucking 10 health. Is this a rage quit? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Pop our adrenaline. Try to focus this down. I'll be right there, Genji. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just getting a little bit more fortifications. Oh, get the turret. All right, on my way. Yeah, good coming behind him. They'll never see it coming. Oh, we don't have Johanna. Well, that's bad. I'm gonna go in anyway. Let's have some fun. Only use the bunker for the armor! Oh, I got polymorphed mid-charge there. That's awkward. We could try to slow the enemy Diablo down. I just don't think it works like that. At level 20, we are going to go for burn notice since we did go for attack speed buffs earlier in the game. We want to get as much as we can out of those buffs. Totally missed my charge there. Non-intentionally. Get off the fucking conveyor belt. Good lord. Now, if I can land this stun, I'd be pretty happy. Oh, he stopped moving. Now we can lower his damage, slow him down with the oil, and take him down that way, boys. Not bad at all. All right, let's try to push in as much as we can down here in the bottom lane. We definitely have catapult pressure up top. I'm not too worried about that, though, as long as we can get some value in here. Once again, popping the adrenaline, just trying to deal as much damage here as I can. I'll grab that globe, too. Thrall's gonna be up in 3 seconds. Hopefully he just walks into us, right? That's like best case scenario. Thrall's like, I can get this team. Don't worry. He probably will have Sunder. But our objective's coming. I could drop the bunker as well. Just to keep us safe here. Have the keep target the bunker instead of me. It's always a good thing. Nice flame strike, bruh. Now, the way your Q works is it has two different... I'll stun him. Stun missed, fuck. It has two different streams, one from your left hand and one from your right hand. So if you're trying to lower someone's spell power all the way, you need to hit them with both streams of the Q, because each one does just a little bit. Oh, the bunker's safe, Genji! We'll go ahead and pop our trait, try to deal as much damage here as we can. Maybe pop the adrenaline here as well. Trying to peel for Violet. Let's get this Diablo off of her. We are polymorphed, so we are going to need to back up. That stun from Diablo is going to hit, but a little bit of oil to heal myself back up, and we should be A-okay, and that is going to be G. Okay, honestly, that felt fine. I was expecting this to actually feel a lot worse than the normal build that I was doing in the last video. It felt pretty okay. It felt pretty all right. So, some things we should talk about before we move on is the simple fact that by not having some talents, we have to be a lot more accurate with other talents, right? If you want to follow along at home, by the way, we went for Adrenaline, Adhesive, Petroleum, Incinerator Gauntlets, Bunker Drop, Suppressive Fire, Thermal Protection, and Burn Notice. Those were our stats. They were pretty good. I liked them. I feel like we played fine. The team was kind of all over the place and kind of getting down on each other. But you know what? That happens. That happens sometimes. So the cooldown reduction is really important for just keeping W's off cooldown all the time. But the Adrenaline and the Incinerator Gauntlets actually did feel pretty good. Now, by not having Fuel Leak, this means that we have to land all of our E's to get value out of them. Whereas even with Fuel Leak, if you get your oil behind someone, if you dash behind them, that's still a benefit. If they have to back up into that oil, you're still benefiting from that. Grill and Krill can add a lot of damage in team fights for sure, and even allow you to heal up a lot easier, but I didn't feel like I was missing that too much. I felt like I was doing pretty okay. I do like the slow while your oil is still there because you can just ignite it all. I don't know, maybe this is a decent alternative to his meta build. I'm still undecided on whether or not I actually like Burn Notice. I use it all the time, and I'm just like, does it really actually do anything? Would we be better off getting 50 armor whenever we get in and out of the bunker? Because we jump in and out of that a lot. Like, we could use that a lot. 50 armor is a lot of armor. And I'm assuming our trait would stack on top of that for 75, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button as well. If you're new to the channel or you have not already, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of everything that we do here. Thank you all for watching. I'll start releasing content relatively regularly again. Health allowing. Take care, everybody. See you all next time.